Mommy, Daddy, Mr. Gallagher's gone. Spider person is teaching math today. My dad, what? If you are a 206 math student, put a spider web in the air. If you're a 171 math student, put a spider web in the air. If you're a 104 math student, put a spider web in the air. If you're a 103 math student, put a spider web in the air. And if you're a 102 student, put a spider web in the air. Come to math class. Who is that? Who was that? Anybody notice that might be me? Right, it was. I wish it was Spider-Man. I can pretend I'm him. You know I love thrift stores. You know my eyeball wreath story. I have other thrift stories to tell you. This is a thrift store find. What I love about thrift stores is things get used a second time, or a third time even. Someone had this, because I didn't buy it at full price at the store. Someone had this very cool, look, very cool Spider-Man hoodie, and then donated it to Goodwill. And it fits me perfectly. I can zip it all the way up so my face disappears. I can leave it open. I'm really glad I have it. Okay. I hear Spider-Man took attendance, so I don't have to. Working for today. It's the end of our measurement part of the measurement and data, but of course you will continue to learn and study measurement. Let's do some remembering. Remember, measurement typically takes a couple of forms, a couple of types of measurement. And these three words we've talked about this week: weight, length, and capacity. Weight we did yesterday, length we did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and capacity is today. Some remembering: length is how long something is, the distance from one end to the other. Weight is the measure of how heavy or light an object is. In today's work, capacity, the amount of space an object fills, or the volume. Now, some measurements measure linear amounts, some measure weight amounts, and I have some vocabulary for measuring capacity amounts. Oh, no, before I do that, no. I promised yesterday I would show you a scale. This is a scale from Indonesia. My great friend Peter, who I care muchly about, I love Peter, he took a trip to Indonesia many years ago, and he remembered me on his trip and my students. And he carried, this is a big thing to carry back, and he is not a big luggage person, so he had this in his small backpacks because he thought I would like this, which I do, I love this, and that my students would find it interesting. Now, in countries that don't have the type of scales you see at the doctor's office, what someone would do with this is they would put in a standard measurement tool, something that they know weighs an amount. I'm just going to use this. If I knew this weighed a kilogram or a pound, I would put this here. And then the scale would tilt to show that's heavier. If I was buying bananas, I would put them into this side, and I could know when the banana side equals the weight side that I have 1 kilogram of bananas. I so love this tool. Thank you, Peter. I'm still using it. I'm going to tell him about this video so he can watch it sometime. Still using it, Peter, and still loving it and loving you. Thank you for being so kind to my students and bringing this back from Indonesia. Okay, now let's talk about the measurements of capacity for today. In the U.S. customary system, cup. A cup is a standard measurement used to measure capacity or volume, often used in cooking. I brought one in from my kitchen. Pint is a standard measurement used to measure capacity. Oh, sorry. The cup abbreviation is usually just a C. Pint abbreviation is PT. Very often you hear this around liquid, so milk, juice, things like that. You say a pint of milk or a pint of cream or something. Next one up, the abbreviation is QT. That's a standard measurement used to measure capacity, and quarts, very often with juices and drinks, quart of milk. Hear people talk about that? Ever hear people say that? Half a gallon of milk. The next one. A gallon is a standard measurement used to measure capacity or volume, GAL. 4 quarts go into a gallon. That's the U.S. customary measurements. Liter, that's the metric system, remember? And liter is the standard one. Smaller than that are milliliters, deciliters. It's a metric measurement used to measure capacity. The abbreviation is a capital L or a lowercase l. And this is close to a quart. So sometimes people will talk about, you might hear people talk about a 2-liter bottle. For some reason, that is used in the United States a lot. Not the other kind of liter measurements, but liter for two-liter bottle of soda sometimes, I think, is the one that's most often used for that. And so those are the tools we need to know. Okay, so I did bring some things in from my kitchen. Here's measuring spoons. Those measure capacity. A cup is that much. A half cup is that much. 2 halves make 1. This is a 1/4 cup and a 1/3 cup. They stack together like this. This is a, what is this? 4 cup? 4 cups. 4 cups. Yes, so faded. Okay, those are capacity measurements. Let's show you what the work is for today. Oh no! Not until I sing. Sing! Of course I have to sing. What am I going to sing about? I'm going to sing about capacity. Weigh and measure, oh what fun, oh what fun, oh what fun. Weigh and measure, oh what fun. Weigh and measure. Measure pints and measure cups. Measure quarts, add them up. Measure gallons, measure liters. Weigh and measure. Okay. You have 3 jobs. It's a lot like yesterday's with weight, except this time you're looking at capacity. How much a container can hold. And what I see is a page, and a page, and a page. Then I'm changing the directions again to keep you smartest. Each box has 2 things. That's a pair. Let's count by pairs. 1 pair, 2 pair, 3 pair, 4 pair, 5 pair, 6 pairs. How many things is that? Let's count in pairs. 2, 4, 6. Did you get to 12? Okay. Now, there are directions here that just say hold more. I would like you to do thinking again. Greatest least, more and less. So like yesterday, you're looking at these 2 things. There's a bottle and a big recycle container. Think about capacity. Which one holds more? If you filled this with sand, would that bottle have more sand, or would that recycle container have more sand? Which one would have less? Which one would have more? Circle the one that is less with orange, and circle the one that is blue. That would show more. Less capacity, more capacity. Least capacity, most capacity. Least capacity, greatest capacity. That work is true on that page, and on that page, and on that page. The extension, it's kind of advanced learning, is I'd like you to do some sound spelling as well. Best practice would be to do sound spelling for each thing. You put it right nearby or put it nearby with a labeling line. Pot, sunscreen. And just do a label. If you want to do something extra, you could write a message on the back. The pot holds more, or the pot holds less. In a pot, I would love if my mom was cooking some, and then write what that is. Add something extra to your paper. Keeping you smart. With long-distance learning, it's different because the teachers are not right in front of you doing each of your jobs or seeing each one of your jobs. So your independence is really important as we're doing distance learning like this. So I've been giving you ideas along the way of how to extend your learning, because you don't want people just doing the basic or the minimum. The more you learn, the smarter you're going to be. First grade starts next year. We missed this part of kindergarten. That's sad for everybody, which is why working carefully and adding extensions or extras is a good idea on everything, whether teachers tell you or not, or parents tell you or not. But I'll be giving you lots of extension ideas in our work. Now and ahead. Orange and blue. You know what to do. Ooh, that rhymes. If you are set, please put a check in the air. One more time. Weigh and measure, oh what fun, oh what fun, oh what fun. Weigh and measure, oh what fun, weigh and measure. Measure pints and measure cups, measure quarts, add them up, measure gallons, measure liters, weigh and measure.